I've been burnt out for a long, long time, and I never even realized how bad it was until this week. I, over the last months, probably the last few years actually, things have kind of gotten more and more difficult. I've started to feel more overwhelmed than ever. Um, it just doesn't feel like anything is going right or in the way that I planned. I've been making other videos as well, and usually like I plan these videos so I know exactly what I'm going to say. This one's totally different. This one, I have no idea what I'm going to say. But I just feel like I need to be honest and just really show how I'm feeling. I just feel so tired all the time. I sit down and I work from home. Um, and I sit down and I look at the laptop and I just feel this feeling of dread some days where I don't know what to do. I don't know how to think. Like little things make me so angry because I feel stuck in this system that I can't get out of. And whenever I look for advice online, like I look at other YouTube videos and I try and find a way out or advice on what to do. And all the time it's things like I'll go for a walk through nature or just text a friend or something. And I think I don't want to do any of this. That's the problem. I want to do this stuff, but I don't feel like it. So telling me to just do it doesn't fix the problem of how I'm feeling. And it just adds to that feeling of not being in control and not knowing what to do. It's like I'm stuck in a cycle, in a loop. And it's been building for so long. And I just thought to myself, okay, I just keep going. Just keep pushing and then something will change. Something different will happen. Like work will get easier. It's just gotten harder. Maybe not even harder. It's just the demand is more. Like with things like AI, and it's like you can make more content, you can do more stuff, but that's exactly what's stressing you out. And then the more this feeling comes on, the less I want to go and see people, and the less I want to do anything with people. Like my social battery is gone. So then I start to feel more lonely and I start to feel more isolated. And I pick up bad habits. Like before I was vaping, or I used to smoke cigarettes, but I stopped that years ago. And I switched to vaping because it felt like less harmful. But when I go through periods like this, I'm vaping non-stop. I can't stop because it feels like it's regulating me. And my diet has gone really bad. I have such a sweet tooth. And when I feel stressed, all I can think about is sugar. And I don't really gain weight. I've never been, I mean, that's probably going to change at some point. I'm 32, but it's not good for my body. And I'm not sleeping. Or I was, and now I'm not. Like this week has been so tough that my sleep has just gone downhill. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning this morning. I had to take 3 days off work this week, sick. because I've just felt so bad. Just this feeling of overwhelm, this feeling of not knowing what to do next because I feel stuck in this this system that just wants more and more and more and more. It's like, and I live alone as well. I don't have the support. I live in another country. I live in Germany. And as you can probably tell from how I speak, I'm from the UK. Um, and living somewhere like here, it can be isolating as well when you're not from a place. You're not from a place that I've been here for 10 years, so I'm familiar with it, but I guess when you're having a bad day and you're walking through town and like you smile at someone and nobody smiles back here, it just adds to that feeling of loneliness and isolation, that you just realize that there's no community anymore. And when things get bad, it doesn't feel like there's anyone to turn to. And things this week, it got really, really bad. Like it's Sunday now. Last Sunday, I had to put my cat to sleep, and she was 5.5. And it was probably one of the hardest days of my life. And some people might look and they might think, oh, it's just a cat. You can get another one. And I think that when you're going through this kind of moment in your life anyway, where you feel burnt out and isolated, sometimes your cat or your dog is the only thing that you have, the only thing that's kind of keeping you afloat in that moment. And when I had to call the vet to come out, and I did it with an emergency call because she declined really, really bad. She was only 5.5 and she had kidney failure. And I couldn't really see her like that anymore. I've been trying to keep her alive for weeks, like syringe feeding her with a syringe, and it wasn't enough. She was losing weight. She was having fluids all the time, like 9 times in 2 weeks. And I took her to the vet for these, so I had to carry her there and back, looking after her all the time. The stress that put my body under was immense. And I think if anybody's ever had to care for anyone or anything in that way before, you'll know exactly what that feels like. It's you're in constant hypervigilance mode. And if you know someone or something is dying and you're just constantly waiting, like one day it gets better and then the next day it's worse, and you just think, is this the end? And I was constantly thinking, like, I can't put her to sleep on a good day. I was in this constant hypervigilance mode, like so much adrenaline, so much cortisol all the time. And then last Sunday she got really, really sick. I called the emergency vet and they came over and they said it doesn't look good. And so they put her to sleep in my arms on the sofa. And then the next day I took her to the place where they organised the cremation. And I said goodbye one last time. And I came home and my apartment has never felt more empty. I'm more lonely, more quiet than ever. and just that feeling of isolation and loneliness just hit really, really hard. That's probably been there for a while, but I can see it now. And I'd like to say I have an answer, but I don't. Not right now, when I'm feeling this tired, this exhausted. Like, all I want to do is rest, especially right now, because I think after what happened with my cat, the the time after, like this week, has just been me coming down from this constant adrenaline, which has probably felt even worse because my brain is so foggy. I can't think. I can't put thoughts together properly, or it feels like I can't. And then when people say, "Oh, it won't," maybe you want to meet. Let's go in for I don't know, a drink or something. And I just think I don't want to see anyone, but at the same time, I feel so alone with it. And I just wish I had an answer. Like, I'm eating a little bit better now. I Like last week I barely ate anything. Now I'm it's not so bad, but I just feel like once this kind of blows over, I just go back to the same thing again. Like, I could take a week off work and then I sit back at my laptop to do work a week later, and I'm just going to feel the same thing again. And I don't know how to get out. I don't know how to break that system. And if you've come here for a solution, like I try to give in my other videos, I don't have one. I don't know what to do.